Hi Capricorn, how are you? This is your midweek tarot. No, beginning of the week tarot. Why am I saying that? Oh dear, I've been celebrating my birthday already this weekend. It's my birthday tomorrow. And that's why I didn't put any videos up Friday. Well, Friday I was actually quite busy in the end, so I just didn't really have time. I had quite a busy day, but I did start my celebrations for my birthday Friday and yesterday. So here I am today on a Sunday recording some videos because I thought it's nice to get something up for the beginning of the week. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for giving the video a thumbs up because it does help me get across YouTube a bit more. So let's see what we get here for Capricorn. It's for anyone with Capricorn in your chart, and it's divinely timed. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. This is something that I'm trying to work on at the moment. It's so sneaky how the ego always wants to cling and, you know, because the ego is in separation from source consciousness, yeah? And so the ego just needs to cling on to something to survive, so it will cling on to attachments, and it's never just satisfied with what it's got, you know? It's never satisfied just to enjoy the moment. It always wants to create more, and that can feel quite, well, it can feel quite repelling for the other person if you're doing that. I'm not saying you are doing that, Capricorn, but there is something here to do with friendship. And when you're in more of a friendship scenario with people, whether that's family, friends or lovers, you know, or work colleagues, when you treat relationships like friendships, there's something very pure, there's something more relaxed, there seems to be less ego there. So that's something I'm definitely working on, and not always easy, especially if it's to do with an intimate relationship. That's quite testing, but I tell you what, it does burn off a hell of a lot of ego. It's worth it. That's what I've been doing. I've burnt off so much now, it's hilarious. Now, look, you've got this creature here, and basically it's kind of saying that you sort of have to remove the rose-tinted glasses, and this is something you may have already been working on, I suspect, and kind of seeing people and things as they really are. And that can go both ways, because sometimes we can actually perceive people worse than they actually are, just because of our preconditioning that we've received as children. We might have like almost paranoid thought patterns where we suspect the worst from people, you know, and then, but then also equally we can live in a dream world and kind of sort of like think we're perceiving something in somebody that is not really there. So I feel Spirit is saying to you this week's going to be a week to kind of really ground Capricorn, for you to really see all of your relationships in your life, all of your connections more as friendships, and to feel much more peace. I feel like you're going to be feeling more peaceful, more harmonious, more accepting, enjoying each connection you have with people just for what it is, and not kind of like living in any kind of fantasy realm or any kind of, I don't know what you might call it, but you know, like suspecting the worst either. It's a more relaxed vibe that Capricorn's got going on. I feel like you're going to be enjoying your connections more this week. So let's see what's going on a bit deeper. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, Moon reversed. So yeah, I mean, you've actually got very good connections in your wider networks here. This could be family, it could also be long-term prosperity connected to family, whether you belong to a family legacy and you could be receiving money from that, or whether you are actually setting up a family legacy. And you might not have even told anybody about this, but that's your long-term aim. And but it's also about, you know, really good wider connections, which could be soul family across Gaia, or it could be you know, long-term connections looking very good and abundant for you. But what kind of happens this week is, you know, a little bit of fear-based energy and feeling a bit like an outsider, like you sort of maybe slip back into some of those maybe less favourable mind patterns, like I said, you know, the sort of more paranoid or negative thoughts. I feel there's a wobble there, but it's just temporary, because by the end of, well, as you move further into the week, you've got the moon card reversed, and that's getting more clarity, coming out of depression, coming out of negative based thoughts, seeing things more clearly. So it's interesting, you're sort of going through a bit of a journey at the moment in terms of your relationships, and let's face it, relationships are just really not easy, are they? Everybody's got ego, and they can trigger our ego as well. So what's going on this week for Capricorn, Tarot is saying, is, you know, you're going to have some ups and downs. You're going through sort of like these waves, and it's like, you know, ultimately you're coming to a more harmonious place with your relationships, and feeling more peaceful about them. And so when you're having a little blip and you're feeling a bit paranoid about a relationship or a bit tested by it, just try to switch off from it and distract yourself, because it's kind of just like where you're, I think, probably releasing some old patterns to do with relationships, probably very old patterns actually. And you're connecting to somebody here, which is a great person for you to connect with, because they are releasing their fears as well. They've got the Two of Swords in reversed. This person is making a decision to basically eradicate their fears and to be more positive. And that's kind of a mirror to you, because it's also what you're working on to become more positive. So it's kind of nice, because you've got somebody here, and it could even be the energy of a few people around you, that you're starting to mix with people, you know, who are more on that friendship vibration, and it's kind of more harmonious, and you're all kind of facing your fears and moving into a more positive place. Now you've got somebody here that says, my head isn't clear enough to make a decision. So there is somebody there that is, you know, struggling a bit, but I feel that's somebody else, and you will be making decisions, you will be seeing things more clearly, and you will be feeling more positive. So you've got here the message from your spirit guides, covering up errors. So something to do with mistakes, or somebody trying to cover things up. I think somebody is struggling here, and all you can do is just be a friend to this person if you can, or just send them friendship vibes, even if you're not talking, just sending them good vibes. But yeah, there's somebody here that kind of, you know, they're not doing very well, and they're not wanting people to see that. But then that's something they have to go through. You can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. The main thing for Capricorn at the moment is any little blips you have, just push through them, because you're actually coming out of quite a difficult time into more clarity, more positive vibes, seeing things more clearly, and having some very positive connections with people around you. So that is the message. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving the video a thumbs up. If you'd like to book in for a reading, then I am here, and peace.